Do you have any napkins? In English, some words are specific and some are general. Some nouns are countable and some are uncountable. Let's learn these words as Brian and Sarah order their lunch. But watch out, some foods can be dangerous.
Hello, Sarah and Brian. What do you want for lunch?
Do you have any spaghetti?
No, I'm sorry. We don't have any spaghetti.
Do you have any salad?
Yes, we have spinach salad and tuna salad.
I would like a spinach salad and some fruit. I would like a banana and an apple.
Very good. And what would you like, Brian?
Do you have any cheeseburgers?
We have burgers, but we don't have any cheese.
I'll take a burger and some French fries. Please bring some ketchup, and let's have some water, too.
Here's your food.
Thanks, Daniel.
Let me help you with that ketchup.
No, that's okay, Daniel. I could do it.
Please, I know a trick. Oh, sorry.
Do you have any napkins?
How do you feel? When we are describing health problems, we use have and a noun. We can say, I have a headache. We use should when we are giving advice to somebody. We can say, you should see a doctor. Watch and listen as Brian goes to the pharmacy.
Hi, Brian. How are you today? Why are you in the pharmacy? I feel terrible. I have a headache. I feel dizzy and I have a cough. I think I have a cold. Or maybe the flu. Let me take your temperature to see if you have a fever. I also have a stomach ache. Can you tell my mom I'm sick? Brian, here you are. What is wrong? He has a temperature, Mrs. Hayes. He also has a stomach ache. I think Brian should see a doctor. Thank you, Holly. Brian, I think you should take some medicine and go to bed. I think you need some rest. Okay, Mom. Can I have some lunch first? No, Brian. You should drink lots of water and then go to bed. Holly, please, can I have some aspirin for Brian? Here you are. I hope you feel better soon, Brian. Mom, I'm very hungry. We always have lunch. Some chocolate cake should make me feel better.
That boy can play. Do you have any special talents? Some people can do some things, but can't do others. Watch the talent contest and see who wins. Welcome to the Clever Hotel Restaurant and to our talent contest. Can you do something special? Show us and win this beautiful basket of candy.
Watch me. I can dance. But now I can't stand up.
I'm sure she's okay. Is there anyone who can do something special? Mr. or Mrs. Hayes?
I can do many things. I can drive a car. I can ride a bicycle. I can play golf. But I can't dance.
I can cook. I can swim. But I can't sing.
I can draw. I can paint, but I can't draw or paint right now.
Brian, do you want to stand up and play the piano?
Yes, sit down next to me and play. That boy can play. I never swim with dogs. We use adverbs of frequency when we want to say how often we do something. We can say, I always eat breakfast, which means I do this every day. Watch now and see.
Good morning, Mrs. Tarrington. Do you usually come here in the morning?
Hi, Holly. I always have a swim before breakfast. I like to keep fit. Do you ever swim in the morning?
I seldom swim in the morning. I usually go to the gym.
I never go to the gym. How do you keep fit, Jerry?
He always rides his bicycle to work.
Yes, I do. I sometimes go jogging as well. Does Cedric ever exercise?
Oh, yes. I usually take him for a long walk after breakfast. I often take him to the park.
Does he like water?
Oh, yes. He likes water.
Here is Tiffany. She often swims in the morning.
I sometimes let Cedric go for a swim in the pool.
Ah! There's a dog in the pool! I never swim with dogs!
What do you like doing in your free time? When we ask questions, we use different question words depending on what we want to know. The question word who asks about a person. When asks for a time expression. What asks about an object, and where asks about a place. Listen to Jill, Janet, Sarah, and Brian discussing their spare time activities to see how this works.
What do you like doing in your free time, Sarah?
I like skiing in the winter, and I play basketball in the summer.
I don't like basketball, but skiing sounds fun. Where do you go skiing?
I always go to the Rocky Mountains.
When do you go?
I usually go in January. There's a lot of snow then. What sports do you like?
We like playing tennis in the summer.
Really? Where do you usually play?
There are tennis courts near our home, so we usually play there.
When do you play?
We play on the weekends.
I don't like tennis. I like skateboarding. What do you do in the winter?
I play chess.
Wow, chess is very difficult. Who do you play with?
Janet and I play together, and sometimes my dad plays too. What else do you like doing in your spare time, Brian?
I collect stamps.
That sounds interesting. Where do you get them?
I have pen pals all over the world. They send me lots of stamps.
Do you have stamps from everywhere in the world?
I don't have any stamps from the moon yet.
Don't be silly, Brian. There aren't any people on the moon.
I can tell jokes. Do you have a special skill? Can you sing or dance? Maybe you can sing, but you can't dance. Maybe you think you can sing, but other people think you can't. We have to put on the talent show for the guests again. I need to find out what you can do.
I can dance.
I can't dance, but I can sing.
I can play the guitar, but I can't dance or sing.
I can't sing, but I can play the guitar.
What can you do, George?
I can play the piano, and I can tell jokes.
Jokes? You can't tell jokes.
Yes, I can. I'm very funny.
Well, we don't think you're very funny.
You can bring your dog, George.
My dog?
Yes, your dog is funnier than you are.
But my dog can't tell jokes.
No, and neither can you.
What are you going to do this evening? We use going to when we want to talk about things we have decided to do in the future. For example, I am going to study English today. Listen to Jerry asking people what they are going to do this evening to see how this works.
What are you going to do this evening?
I'm going to my nephew's birthday party. He's 6 years old today. We're going to eat lots of food.
That's nice. Are you going to go somewhere special?
No, he's having a party at home. We're going to take him on a picnic this weekend.
What are you going to buy him for his birthday present?
I'm going to buy him a toy car. He loves playing with cars.
Hi, George. What are you going to do this evening?
I'm going to watch television at home.
There's Holly. I wonder what she's going to do this evening.
She's going to visit her sister. They're going to see a movie in Clever City. What are you going to do this evening?
Daniel is going to teach me how to drive.
That should be fun.
Jerry, it's going to rain. We're going to put off our driving lesson until the weekend.
What are you going to do now, Jerry?
I don't know. I suppose I'm going to go home and watch television as usual.
Why don't you ask Holly if you can go to the movies with her and her sister?
What a good idea, Thelma. I'm going to enjoy myself this evening after all.
Go to bed early. We use the imperative form of the verb when we want to give orders. For example, if we say, close the door, close is the imperative form of the verb. Listen to Mrs. Tarrington talking to Sarah about how to keep fit and healthy.
Can you help me, please? I want to be fit and healthy. What should I do?
Well, my dear, eat lots of fresh fruit and vegetables. A healthy diet is very important. Don't eat fattening food like chocolate.
Okay, what about drinks? Can I drink anything I want?
Drink lots of water every day. Don't drink a lot of coffee. Coffee keeps you awake at night.
Is there anything else?
Yes. Take some vitamins every day. They are important for good health.
How can I keep my skin looking healthy?
Use a good skin cream. Get lots of fresh air.
What about rest? Dad is always telling me to go to bed early.
He's right. Don't stay up late. Get up early in the morning and exercise.
Mom says that exercise is important.
Your mom is right. Go for a long walk every day.
I don't like walking by myself. It's boring.
Take Cedric with you. Cedric loves exercise.
Maybe being fit and healthy isn't going to be so easy after all.
Walk along Main Street. We use prepositions of place when we want to describe where something is. For example, if we want to describe the location of a building, we can say, it's on Main Street. Listen to Brian, Holly, and Sarah discussing locations of places.
Holly, do you sell postcards? Yes, they're next to the magazines. Thanks. Where's the post office? I'd like to buy some stamps. It's on the corner of Main Street and 2nd Avenue, across from Clever Grill. How do I get there? Look, I can show you on the map. Catch the bus from the hotel, get off the bus across from the bank, walk along Main Street, past Cheeky Joy, and the post office is on your right. Can I borrow the map in case I get lost? Sure. Here you are.
Holly, is there a department store in Clever City?
Yes, it's between the bank and Clever Grill on Main Street. Here's the bus stop. Look, Sarah, there's the bank. We need to get off here.
Which way do we go now?
Let's look at the map. I think we should go to the left here.
Brian, we're going the wrong way. We should be walking past Cheeky Joy.
Sorry. I think we should have gone right instead of left when we got off the bus.
Silly boy, you didn't read the map correctly.
Where were you born? When we are talking about things that happened to us in the past, we use the past tense of the verb be. Listen to Philippa and Wendy talking to see how it works.
Where were you born, Philippa?
I was born in England.
Oh, really? Where in England?
I was born in Newcastle. It's a small city in northern England.
Are your parents from Newcastle?
No, they aren't. My parents were born in London.
Where did you go to college?
I went to college at Oxford University. I didn't study photography. I studied zoology. In my free time, I was the photographer for the college magazine.
What did you do after you graduated?
When I graduated, I was employed as a photographer for a nature magazine. I went to many exciting countries.
Where were you before you came to Clever City?
I was in Thailand. I worked on a project to help protect wildlife.
Was that exciting?
It was exciting and interesting. One morning, I was sleeping in a tent when a loud noise woke me up. There was an elephant trying to get into my tent.
Where did Daniel go? When we want to ask somebody questions about events that took place in the past, we use a question word with did, or the past tense of be. For example, if I want to ask you at what time you arrived somewhere, I could say, when did you arrive? Listen to Brian interviewing Bob to see how this works.
Hi, Mr. Taylor. I'm doing a school project. I need to interview someone. Can I ask you a few questions, please?
Certainly, Brian. I'd like to help you. What would you like to know?
Where were you born?
I was born in California. Here's Daniel. Do you want a soda, Brian?
Yes, please. Can I have a cola?
Sure. Daniel, may we have 2 colas, please?
Where did you go to school?
I went to school in San Francisco.
What was your favorite subject at school?
My favorite subject was mathematics.
What subjects didn't you like?
I liked all my studies, Brian. Studying hard is very important.
When did you leave school?
I left school when I was 18 years old and went to a university.
What were you studying there?
I was studying business management. It was a very interesting subject.
When was your graduation?
I graduated 6 years ago.
When were you and Tiffany married?
We're still on our honeymoon. We were married a couple of weeks ago.
Why did you choose this hotel for your honeymoon?
Because it's quiet and the service is excellent.
Where did Daniel go? I'm thirsty.
I don't know, Brian.
Bob, what did you say about the service being excellent?
I won't forget. We often use pronouns in place of nouns when the subject or object of the sentence is already known. Listen to Holly and learn from her.
I'm sorry, he isn't here right now. Can you leave me your phone number, please? I'll ask him to call you. Thanks for calling. Goodbye. Good morning, Mrs. Chen. Can I help you? Can I leave a message for Philippa? It's very important that you give it to her. Sure. I'll give it to her as soon as she comes in. We're going to visit some friends tomorrow. They live next to the beach. I haven't seen them for a long time. Can you give us an early morning wake-up call at 6 o'clock? Certainly. Don't forget to take your camera with you. You'll want to take some photographs. Can you call a cab for us as well? Yes. Don't worry. What time would you like the cab to arrive? 8 o'clock, please. Brian, I've got 2 letters for Sarah. Can you give them to her, please?
Yes, give them to me, Holly. I'll give them to her.
Brian, don't forget them. They may be important.
I won't forget.
Holly, don't forget to call the cab for us. Don't worry, I won't forget. Sarah, I gave Brian 2 letters for you. Did he give them to you?
No, he didn't. Where is he? Brian, where are the letters that Holly gave you?
Oh, sorry, Sarah. I forgot about them.
Boys, they're hopeless.